they'd love to be like Sherlock Holmes and find the answer.
Isn't it great? I remember when I was in college, and I went to a small Catholic college, and I was in a seminar, and the priest who conducted the seminar, we had about 12 students, and he asked us to find the speech that Pope Leo XIII made when he dedicated the Vatican Library, and I believe it was in the 1880s or so. Nobody could find it. But I found it. I found it in the attic of a monastery.
Good for you.
Because I had the willingness to not give up and to just keep knocking on doors. And I thought, well, maybe the monastery will let me in the public areas where you can go. And sure enough, they said, well, we got a lot of books up in the attic. Why don't you go up there?
Good for you.
The Catholic Historic Review from, I think it was the 1890s or thereabouts, and sure enough, there was Pope Leo XIII's speech.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that was fun. I mean, to me, I love sports, and to me, that's like hitting a home run as well.
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't give up.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Right, and that too was an important ingredient. Don't ever give up. Just keep moving. Just keep it's not over until it's over, just keep going.
He even did a whole lot of research on me.
That's what we have to do.
They're calling library schools are not calling it librarianship anymore. They are actually calling it information management.
And that's truly what it is. It's not what we saw 40 and 50 years ago. And bless them. They were pioneers in that age, but it truly is a changing experience. And how you create information, how you store it, how you access it.
I know it.
They're all new ways and new approaches to doing things.
And how do you remember it?
It's a challenge, truly a challenge.
Yeah, the amount of information that comes to a person today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Joseph, thanks. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I hope you got my note and my picture, though.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
My post office,
I got
for
it.
some reason, my post...
By you, Glendora, and anytime you certainly have welcome access to Manchester.
Yeah, I think we should do a follow-up on this.
Yeah, we should.
Because this is a very inviting career.
Mm-hmm. There's no question.
Yeah.
And we're at the forefront of doing some new things here. We're about to implement a new system, and we have our records digitized back to 1823.
You do?
We're going to make available online.
Really?
Yeah, for our deeds, and also we're working on the concept of scanning information into a system to reduce keystroking, and that will improve our process time as well, and give people a quality product quicker than what they now have.
That's monumental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're moving the ball.
All right, Joe, I will send this to you. Oh, what do you want on the screen for graphics? What do you want for words on the screen?
Under my name?
Yes, everything. Your name.
Oh, Joe Camposeo.
You want Joe or Joseph?
No, Joe.
Joe Cam.
Town Clerk, Manchester, Connecticut, and President of the Connecticut Town Clerk Association.
Okay, let me get all that. Town Clerk, Manchester, Connecticut, and President of, now let me get that straight, Connecticut
Town Clerks Association.
Town Clerks Association.
Are we live now or are we recording?
No, we're not. We're just recording this on audio tape.
I gotta ask you, where is Kent, New York?
Well, now let me see. Roughly it's 33 miles southeast of Albany.
Ah, okay.
But more specifically, it's between Hudson and, well, I don't know, you know where
That's gonna be fun.
No, it's more like 8.
Yeah, I checked you out a little bit on the webpage. Oh, it's out. You had a great website. And, a lot of good testimony on that.
Yeah, thank you. Connecticut Town Clerks Association,
That's correct.
and you are the president.
That's correct.
Okay, and we'll put up this number, 860-647.
Right?
3036.
It's 3037. That's,
Okay, I'll make it 37.
That's correct.
And Joe, I'll send you down a courtesy copy you can keep for your family.
That's great.
And then, do you know whether they take DVD yet over there at?
Sure they do.
They do?
Oh, we're state of the art here.
You think that Manchester?
Yeah, we have our own fiber optic network, so optic community.
Wow.
So we're in pretty good shape.
Oh, okay. Do you think that Manchester Cox Cable takes DVD?
Well, I will look into it. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, because I have to know whether to send theirs on VHS or DVD.
Oh, no, definitely send a DVD.
Oh, really? And it will be -R, which the stations prefer. And I'll send that to you, and then you take it over, and will you sign the paper?
Sure.
Or anybody who's a resident can sign
Get
it.
it on.
Oh, good. And I'd like a half an hour, because I want to follow up on this again, and maybe do some more government careers. So if you'd ask him for a half hour every week.
I'll see if we can pull that off for you. How's that?
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
That's terrific. And let me know if you got my mailing, because I did send you something in the mail.
Oh, yes, please. My post office got everything mixed up. They put it in a box instead of mailing it forward.
Okay.
And yours, and they've done this for 2 weeks.
Did you get the picture?
No. And
Okay,
this
well,
is what,
I sent you a
this is
picture.
my,
I actually sent you.
well, that's good.
I got the picture.
I saw it on the internet.
I got it. And if you do not have a copy of that, let me know. But I sent you two. I signed one and sent you one for
Oh, how nice.
production.
Yes, I want it over the audio.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you have received that or not. If not, we'll reload.
No, I hope you don't have to know. I think it's the post office. They got a little mixed up. Speaking of keeping records. Thank you very much, Joe. Why did the inventor toss a microwave oven with a TV set?
Oh, that's it, folks. Why did the inventor cross a TV set with a microwave oven? So he could watch 60 minutes in a quarter of an hour. Well, Joseph, you are a person that I like and I respect. I respect your intellect, I respect your being so pragmatic, and I respect your wanting to communicate and spread the good word about what is being done in the town clerk's offices. We have another town clerk for you, the town clerk of New London, Connecticut, Sandra A. Miller. We also have a mosquito who's hungry. And guess what, Joseph Camposeo, you must live a clean life because the sprinkles have stopped and we got through this interview outdoors. I'm sorry about the garbage cans, the rubbish cans, but a Chatwick Glendora is hometown USA, and well, it's just the way life is. And isn't it beautiful here now in Columbia County? I was all packed up, ready to rush. The father picked up his son at summer camp, and the father said to the boy, "Did any of the kids get homesick or lonesome?" And the son says, "Yeah, some of them, the ones who had dogs." What do you call fake spaghetti? The great imposter. Well, let me go check this on the monitor and see if we got a take. See if we got good audio and good video. the little kitty who was in the wings and stood patiently and patiently until we finished. L E. Michael, you think of a number to 1 and 10, and you go tell Grammy, and Grammy and you will be the only ones, and then we're going to try to guess it. You were good, Hannah. You won.
Want to whisper a number to me?
Everybody cover up their eyes. Oh.
Okay.
I'll start with me. 10?
6.
6? You got winners in your family. You can uncover your eyes.
Yeah.
Let's all give her a great big applause. And Michael, good. You did good. Anything else we can tell the folks again about the Greenport Youth Program?
No, but every Friday night we have a free concert at the park.
Oh, that's nice. A free concert at the park, folks.
Yep.
On Jocelyn Boulevard?
Yes, and we have the Ramanowski brothers coming.
And they're going to sing and play the guitar?
No, they're going to play a polka band.
Oh, goody,
Polka
polka.
band. They're
Yeah.
a polka band, so
Yeah.
they're going to play the accordion, the clarinet, and the saxophone.
Oh, that's good. And tell us again that date.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what date they're coming.
They're coming twice, as a matter of fact, this year.
Will it be in July? Folks, you know what that is up there? A blue sky. You don't recognize it, do you? It's a blue sky, and that over there to the west, that's the sunshine. You haven't seen it for so long. I have some jokes to tell you. Two snowmen were talking, and one of them says, I haven't seen Herb around lately, have you? And the other one says, no, I haven't. Not since he left for Florida. And this woman at a church supper, she was talking to me about the minister of her church who died. And I was talking about the minister of our church who left us and went to another church. And she said about her minister that he'd gone to heaven. And I didn't understand what she was saying. And I said, no, he went to Michigan. Two hats. We're talking, and one says, I'm going to go and get ahead. The other one says, not me. I'm hanging here. And the girl said to her dad, Dad, he's fresh out of college. And Dad says, yes, too fresh. And at the Bridge Club, Marilyn was telling about her son was the manager of a big department at IBM, and the rest of the ladies thought that was very impressive. And Marilyn says, yes, but he started out as president. What do you call fake spaghetti? What do you call fake spaghetti? The great imposter. And the manager says everything in this department is insured, except the clock. And the employees keep a good watch on that. And Cablevision has found something that will do the work of 5 men, 1 woman. The judge is a mature thinker. All of his ideas come from, well, all of his ideas are 50 years old. And a man bought a calculator with a built-in memory, and he turned it on one day, and the calculator says, what about yesterday when you were balancing your checking account and you slammed me down on the table? Bob and Joan have sent their son to summer camp. It's the most reliable and the least expensive summer camp. It's called Camp Grandma. And one boy said, the swim instructor was sick, so they sent over the golf pro, and he said, I almost drowned. He kept saying to me, keep your head down. And when a father picked up his son at summer camp, the father says, did any of the boys get homesick or lonesome? And the boy says, yeah, some of them, the ones who had dogs. Did I tell you that this couple tried something new this year? They're going to send the dog to summer camp, and they're going to send the boy to obedience school. If they can invent a car that talks, why can't they invent a windshield wiper that will not hold a parking ticket? I want to talk to you about the Constitution of the United States. What are the 5 rights you are guaranteed by the Constitution of the United States? Religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to assemble peacefully, and freedom to petition your government for redress of wrong. Now, the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. That means that you can go outdoors in January without wearing a sweater. The Third Amendment is that you don't have to house a soldier. Fourth Amendment is very, very important. No illegal or unreasonable warrants shall issue. You are to be secure in your home, your person, your effects, and your papers. It's a good thing that we're here. This means, folks, that no warrant no illegal warrant shall issue. No unwarranted warrant shall issue. That means that there has to be probable cause. State your probable cause. And the warrant has to be signed under penalty of perjury or affirmation. And I think that's it for the Fourth Amendment. Let me just check. Oh, yeah, this is important. And whatever is to be seized or searched has to be stated in particular. Now, the Fifth Amendment says that no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury. You don't have to answer unless there's a presentment or an indictment by a grand jury. Say it over and over and over again. Fifth Amendment continues. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy. Double jeopardy. No. Nor shall any person be compelled to be a witness against himself. You do not have to testify against yourself. nor shall any person be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. You know what due process of law is? An honest judge, an honest jury, honest clerks, and honest lawyers. Due process of law. Nor shall any private property be taken for public use without just compensation. That's the Fifth Amendment, and you are protected by all those rights. Now we're up to the Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment says that you are guaranteed a public trial. This means no sidebars, no trotting of the lawyers up to the judge and whispering, no judges and lawyers going into the chambers, no jury put out of the room and a discussion of the trial. You are entitled to a public trial. And if you can't hear it, it's not a public trial, and they need microphones. They're required to have microphones. Now, you are also have a right to a speedy trial. If you do not have a trial in 70 days after the time you're arrested, then the case has to be dismissed. Lack of speedy trial. What else does the Sixth Amendment say? You have a right to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation. That's the so-called arraignment. You have to be informed of the cause and the accusation. And you have to be confronted eyeball to eyeball by the person who accused you. And you have a right to compulsory process. That means a subpoena served on the person, and the person is compelled to come to court for obtaining witnesses in your favor, and you have a right for assistance of counsel to be for your defense. That does not mean a lawyer. You can have anybody you want as a counsel. It comes down mistranslated that you have a right to a lawyer. No, you have a right to a counsel, lawyer or not. And the famous Seventh Amendment is that you are guaranteed a trial by jury. That's also in the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 38. Jury trial shall be held inviolate. That doesn't mean purple. Jury trial shall be held inviolate. And no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States. According to the rules of the common law. Whenever you go to court, make sure you make it clear that you invoke the protection of the common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. You are protected and protected well by the United States Constitution. Read it, some of it every day, and have it right up here. Amendments 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 unskipped. We're going over to the famous 14th Amendment, which is in 4 sections. And it says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. What is due process of law? An honest judge, an honest juror, an honest lawyer, if you want one, and honest clerks. Nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. You are to be protected equally by the law just as much as any big corporation, or just as much as any rich person, or just as much as any friend of the judge. You are to have equal protection of the law. That's Section 1 of the 14th Amendment. The third section says that the state or the federal government does not owe anybody who's an officer any salary who has perjured his oath, broken his oath to support the Constitution of the United States. Nor does the government owe any pension to such a person who perjured his oath. Constitution of the United States of America through the 14th Amendment. Let's see how much time we have left on this videotape, on this program. I wonder how much time we have in our lives. Do you know? Well, folks, we don't have any time left on the tape. So with great respect to you and great love, I bid you farewell. I am Glendora, Vesta, Folsom, Buell.
Today, the old story of they say it's true, though I never knew him, about this fellow who couldn't hold a job. He had a physical handicap. He stuttered so bad, you know. And somebody said, well, the Bible salesman will take you. And I mean, that is kind of true. They would take me and they would take anybody. But he broke all records in selling Bibles. And when they asked him what his secret was, he said, I just said, do you want to buy a Bible, or would you rather have me read it to you? Fantastic. Every obstacle is an opportunity. It starts by laughing at your own handicap. Be aware of all the possibilities, then be alert to all.
Hi there, everybody. I think that Connecticut has good town clerks. I certainly was impressed by Joseph Camposeo, town clerk of Manchester, Connecticut. And now we have an